Why do you think teenagers have amazing brains? I mean, I was a teenager once. I didn't think I was very amazing at that time.
Well, it's very interesting because teenagers really have an expanding brain, not in the size,
Okay.
but in the connections. And it's an opportune time to really teach them skills to go along with the teen brain. But in our society, we don't really take advantage of it. We look at teenagers as being kind of hard to deal with. We look at them as having, taking risky behavior. So it's really important to understand how the brain works. So the teenage has this changeability and adaptability built into their brains at this stage. And this allows them to really respond to changes in their environment. And what happens is they start to develop communication networks that connect the brain regions. And this allows them to really make enormous strides in their thinking and visualization so that they can navigate the world. And studies show that intelligence and memory and perception is really better with teenagers than it is with adults, so when they compare the two. So I find that teenagers are very smart, they're very capable, but they just don't know it. And they haven't been shown the coping strategies that I teach, and they don't know the power of their own minds. So once I teach them these techniques, they just grow. They could be growing in size physically, but they're growing in their minds and their capabilities as well.
In their capacity
in their
to think.
capacity to think and to make decisions.
Right. So now, tell me about this. What do we have on the table here? I'm
Well,
looking at brains.
We have the brain here, and I was just talking about the networks, right?
Okay.
So in this, it says greater networking brings maturity.
Right.
So here we have 3 brains at different ages. This is the brain of a 12-year-old. This is the teenager, and this is the brain of a 30-year-old. And if you look, Rick, you can see that the lines of connection, the black lines, increase, and they also get thicker, right? So these are the connecting links that I'm talking about.
Right.
And the green areas, the little spots, also are starting to connect and growing together. So as you mature, your brain fully develops. This is a 30-year-old brain, but actually the human brain develops fully at around the age of 25.
Oh, okay.
So when you look at this, and it says here, it talks about how these were MRI scans of the brains and how the regions connect. And this helps you with your ability to think and also your adaptability socially as the brain matures. So it's very important to understand what the difference is in the growing brain.
Okay.
The teenager is just starting off the process here.
All right. Well, that's interesting. It kind of looks like a subway map.
Yes, it does, with all the interconnections.
Right. Now, what is the cause of the vulnerabilities and dangers, plus the risky behavior that was mentioned?
Well, they've done a lot of studies on the teen brain, and they're finding that there's a mismatch in the development of the different regions in the brain.
Okay.
So, for example, the mismatch comes with the limbic system that you can see here. It's in the purple.
Okay.
Right? This area drives emotion. So, and it develops sooner, as you can see from this chart here, much sooner than the prefrontal cortex. So the difference is maybe about a 10 to 15 year gap between the development of the limbic system versus the prefrontal cortex.
Now, what is the prefrontal responsible for? Because you mentioned that the limbic is
drives emotion.
Is the emotion.
That's right. Well, this is responsible for sound judgment, and for planning.
Yeah, I don't think mine is grown in just
and
yet.
executive functioning, right? So it's very important, but it doesn't develop fully till you're around the age of 25.
Right.
So if you mature physically, if you reach puberty at 10, and around the world, girls are reaching puberty much younger than in the past.
Right.
So you might have from 10 to 25 a 15-year gap. And so this mismatch creates challenges. And of course, when you reach puberty, the limbic system is fueled by hormones.
Right.
So that really creates this huge gap here.
Yeah.
And it's important to know this when you're working with teens.
Right.